You should take a time every single day, Diana. That will be perfect for us, right?
I trying some days I don't have time to stay here because I'm in an office and it's a little bit
Busy, right?
difficult
Yeah, and difficult.
right now. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Don't worry, Diana. I
Miss,
understand.
when we start the third model,
Today, this is the first
now
day of
today.
Model 3. Yeah, today. Yes. Hello, Miss Wendy, Mr. Miguel Cuellar. How are you doing? Is everything
Hello,
good?
teacher. Good morning.
Morning, Miss Wendy. Is everything okay? Yes. Are you
So,
ready?
Sophie,
So.
I have sick my
Good morning, teacher.
Morning. How are you, Mr. Miguel? Are you sick, Miss Wendy? No?
yes.
Oh,
I
sorry.
um
So, guys, today we're going to start with a new topic, and also we're going to start with a model third, right? That's the number 3. I don't know. Oh, I hope you had finished the 3 evaluations. I hope so, right? And today we're going to start with a new topic, the third conditional. If you remember last semester, we studied the zero conditional, the first conditional, and also we study the second conditional. So today we're going to start with the third conditional, right? I don't know if you have any idea about the conditionals? Do you remember the zero conditional, the first conditional, and the third conditional? Do you remember those? No? Miss Wendy, Mr. Cuellar? Edwin, do you remember the zero, first, and second conditional? Or Diana, do you have any idea about those?
You need to uh, put the conditional if with the past perfect something.
Okay, with
If
which one?
in
With the third
this
one
way,
or the zero one? Which one?
no, the third one.
Ah, okay, okay. Uh-huh. Okay. What about the zero conditional? You have any idea about that one, Diana? Do you remember about it? The zero conditional. No? What's the structure of that one? That is the easiest one, right? No. Okay. Remember that for the zero conditional, you're going to have if plus present, simple present. Then the other one or the other sentence is also in simple present, right? So the cause, simple present. The result, simple present. That is the zero conditional. What about the first conditional? You're going to have if, the if clause, right? Also, simple present in the if clause, and then you're going to have the future, that is like will, and also the infinitive of those verbs. So you can have that one. Um, Also, in the second conditional, you're going to have the if clause, right? And the past, simple past. And in the other sentence, you're going to have will plus the infinitive form of the verb. So we can say, for example, an example of a sentence with the zero conditional, you can say, if you eat a lot, you get fat. That will be one, right? So you have the we can say if sentence, right? And also then you have we can say the cost and the result of those things, right? Also, we can say in the first type or first conditional, You can say if you park here, comma, remember that also, right? A comma, that's very important. And you will get a fine. Also, that will be one in first conditional. What about the second conditional? You can say, if I won the lottery, I will spend my life traveling, right? That would be one. So, today, guys, we're going to start with the third conditional. So let me share that information with you guys. Okay. So there you have the third conditional. Let me explain you a little bit about this, right? So it says third conditional. The third conditional is structure used for talking about unreal situations in the past, right? We use the third conditional if, right? Plus, as Diana said, past perfect. Then we're going to use would, that we can say in the other sentence, right? Then plus have plus the past participle to talk about something in the past that did not happen, right? So in that way, we're going to use the third conditional. In Spanish, we can say that that is like una situación hipotética, ¿verdad? Que muchas veces no podemos cambiar. Entonces, para eso vamos a utilizar la third conditional, guys. Okay? And that is like a real situation in the past. That's something important, and also the structure, right? The first, the if clause, we can say it with the past perfect. Then we're going to have like the result of that one with would and have, and also the past participle of the main verb. Also, we're going to have that one. So, examples. If he had studied harder, look at that one. There we have what? The past perfect, right? I say, if he had studied harder, comma, because we start with the if conditional at the beginning, we can say, right? So we need a comma there. He, we're going to start here the other sentence, right? If he would have passed the exam. What do we have here? Would plus have, and also here you have the past participle of this main verb. We can say he will have passed the exam, right? So we can have the cause, the result, right? So we often use the third conditional to express regrets, describing things we are sorry happened or didn't happen. Also, we can use the third conditional to regret something that we are not, you can say we're not proud that that thing happened, right? So we are regretting that thing. That's why, or in that case, you're going to use the third conditional, right? So, for example, if my alarm had gone off, comma, I wouldn't have been late for work. So you are regretting that action, that if the alarm had gone off, right? I wouldn't have been late. So you're regretting that thing, right? So you can use also the third conditional to express that you're sorry about something that happened or didn't happen also in the way that you wanted, right? So how do we create the third conditional? To make a sentence in the third conditional, we use this structure. If, that is the clause, right? The if clause. Plus the past perfect. Also, we're going to use, don't forget the comma. If you start with the if clause, you are going to need a comma, right? then the other sentence. But if you don't start with the if clause, you're not going to need a comma. Remember that thing also, guys. So then you're going to have would or wouldn't. It depends. If it is negative, you're going to use wouldn't. Then have plus the past participle of the main verb in that sentence, right? For example, if you had told me about the meeting, there you have a comma, look at it. I would have come, right? So first, if clause. Then the sentence that you have here, there's you, the subject, and we can say the past perfect here, complement, comma, because you start with the is, if clause, right? Then the subject, again, or the same other sentence, right? Sorry. I would have come, would, because that's an affirmative one, and have and come, that is the past participle in that case of that main verb. So if you had told me about that meeting, I would have come, right? That would be examples. If you had told me about the meeting, I would have come. That is like the same example that you have before there, right? Also, if you have told me about the meeting, right, I wouldn't have missed it. That's another option, right, with the negative form. So I wouldn't have missed it, right? So there you have the two options. If you have told me about the meeting, I would have come. That's one. If you have told me about that meeting, I wouldn't have missed it. Right? You're saying almost the same, but in a different way, right? So in one, you're using the negative form, and the other one, we can say like the affirmative form in the result, right? First of all, the cause in the if clause, then you're going to have the result in the second sentence, right? As with all conditionals, you can also invert this structure. As I told you, with the other conditional, we can not say the zero one, but we can do it with the zero conditional, the first and second one. We can invert the structure. We can start with the result, and then we can have the cause, right? Or we can start with the we cannot say the main clause and then the if clause, right? In that way, we're not going to need the comma, right? Let's see this. First, we'll have plus the past participle, then the if clause with the past perfect. That is the abbreviation of that one, right? We can say I will have come or I'll have come to the meeting if you would say you had, sorry, told me about it, right? So look at this sentence, guys. I have come to the meeting, that would be like the result. If you told me about that one, right? So we can invert. First of all, we can start with, we can say the second sentence. And here, look, you have the if word. So if you have the if word in the second sentence, you don't need the comma. Be careful with that. You can sort continue with that one. Or I wouldn't have missed the meeting also, right? If you told me about it, right? You can also say I would not have missed the meeting if you had told me about it. So you can invert as the other conditionals, right? That's correct, right? I guess you're saying almost the same in that way, right? So examples. There you have more examples. What would you have done if you been me? It's a question, right? First of all, you have there the WH word, then would, subject, have, and also the past participle of the main verb, and then you have the if clause. Subject, right? And also the past perfect. You can say the complement there, right? And the question mark. If you hadn't invited me out, I'd have stayed in all day wait or all day, right? So there you have you start with the if clause, right? So that's why when you're going to start the other sentence, you need that comma there, right? So if you hadn't invited me out, I have stayed in all day, right? So that would be I will have stayed in all day. That would be one. If they hadn't won that match, the club would have fired the manager, right? So there, look, you start with the if clause, then comma, and then the second sentence we can say, right? Shouldn't have given you a fine if you apologized, right? So she wouldn't have given you a fine, right? If you apologize. Or also you can say if you apologize, comma, she wouldn't have given you a fine. Also you can say that. That is almost the same, right? So guys, I don't know if you have questions. Do you have questions? Comments? Is everything clear about the third conditional, guys? I guess we need to practice. We need to try to remember also how to make sentences using conditionals, right? But I don't know if it is clear the third conditional. Is it clear, Diana, Miss Wendy, Mr. Cuellar, Edwin?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay.
Just as you said, is you need to practice.
Yeah, practice, right? So we're going to practice. But right now only with the third conditional. Then I guess in the other class we're going to try to review a little bit the zero, the first and the second conditional, but now we're going to work with that third one, okay? So there you have it. It says put in the correct third conditional verb form. You have that one, right? So let's see the number one. Let's try to do that together, right? So let me sum up this. If you not be late, right? Comma, we not miss the bus. You're going to use the third conditional, which will be the structure for the first sentence, for the if clause, which could be, there you have the words or the verbs between parentheses. In that case, you have the negative word not, right, and also the verb. So, guys, which could be the first sentence with the if conditional, which could be the correct form of that one. Which could be
you
if you yes, Diana.
if you not been
Not being. Remember that that is past perfect, right? So which could be the form? Someone who can help Diana in that way? If you hadn't been, yes, Edwin. That is the correct one. If you haven't, good. Been late, excellent. We, that's also the negative form there, right? We what? We wouldn't. Remember that?
We wouldn't.
We wouldn't. What? Have missed. Missed. Sorry, the bus. If you hadn't been late, we wouldn't have missed the bus. Perfect. That is good. Remember here, you have the would or wouldn't. It depends of the sentence or that you have here, and also have plus the past participle of the verb, of the main verb there, missed, right? And that is a regular one, right? And also in the if clause, if you hadn't, that been, that is past perfect, but in negative, right? Hadn't been, right? Okay, guys, so now there you have many. I guess we're going to work until 14, I guess. Do this. I will move it a little bit. Okay. So guys, I want you to work until 14, right? You're going to do almost the same. Choose only the correct structure, right? If you're going to have the if clause, remember that you have if clause plus past perfect, then the other clause will be started with would or wouldn't, it depends, and also plus have plus the past participle of the verb. So word, guys, you're going to have around I guess I can say five minutes for you to work on it. If you can unmute your microphone, you can send your answers in the chat. Okay? So guys, work 5 minutes. Remember, if you have any question or you don't know the meaning of any word, just ask. Okay? Raise your hand and ask. Work, guys. 5 minutes. Do it. 2. Let's see. Okay, Edwin. If she had
studied, she would pass.
Okay, good. If she had studied, she would pass the exam. You missed something there, Edwin. Check the second sentence. Remember that is past participle, Edwin. So, past in past participle, right? But that's okay. Thank you. Yes, Diana. Let's see. Let's check this one. If she had studied, right? She would have passed, right? It's past, right? With the D sound, right? Passed the bar. We can say the exam, right? If she had studied, she would have passed the exam. Perfect. Number 3. If we
If we have a real right earring,
if
we will have seen.
Good. If we had arrived earlier, we would. Don't forget that one, Diana. Would have seen. Yes. Have seen Ian. Good. That will be great. Excellent. And then 4. Number 4. Do you have the number 4? Okay, Edwin.
If they
Yes.
They have gone to bed early. They wouldn't have woken up late.
Yes, perfect, Edwin. That would be the one. Excellent, Diana. So let's check it here. If they'd, right, had gone to bed early, they, what? They would not, or they wouldn't, that is the sum to say they wouldn't, right, have Woken. That would be woken up late. So that would be the answer. Woke. Oh, you made a mistake there, Edwin. Woken. Remember that that is past participle, right? So woken up late, right? So that would be great. Let's see the number 5. If he, and you have there become a musician.
He
If
have became.
if he
He have became.
had become, remember that that's past participle, Diana. If he had become a musician, he what?
You
He will.
will.
Yes, Miss Wendy, he will, right? He will have recorded, right? ACD. Good, that's good, right? Remember, would have and then past participle of the member. In this case, record. So recorded ACD. Nice. 6. What about 6? If she to our school, she
If she
appeared.
have gone.
Excellent. If she had
She have gone to
gone to our school,
Gone.
to art
art.
school, she
She will.
she
She
what?
will have
She would
become. She will
mm-hmm.
have a
She
painting.
will have become a painter. Perfect. If she had gone to art school, she would have become a painter, right? Excellent. Let's see the number 7. Also with the if clause first. If I what? If
If
I
I have been.
if I had, right? Yes. Had been born. Yes. In a different country, I what?
I will have learned to speak a different language.
I have two options here. Learned, right? Or learned. Also, we can use both. Eh, to speak a different language, right? That would be that one. And also 8, which could be that one. If she,
If she have gone to university,
mm-hmm, she,
if she have gone to university, she will have studied.
she would have studied, right? Perfect. If we also with if the if clause first, right? If we, that's negative.
If we hadn't
Hadn't what?
hadn't gone
Gone
to the party,
to the party, we, that's negative also.
we will have.
Will have or
We
wouldn't?
wouldn't have.
Oh, wouldn't. Yeah.
Wouldn't.
Wouldn't what?
We wouldn't have.
Have
Me.
met.
Me.
Met, right? Met them, right? So if we hadn't gone to the party, we wouldn't have met them. Good. Number 10, also with the if clause though, right? Okay, Edwin. If he had taken the job, he wouldn't have gone. Traveling. Good one. Nice, Edwin. That's a good one. So it says, if he that had, right? had taken the job, he, what? That's negative. He wouldn't
He wouldn't have
have
gone
gone
traveling.
traveling. Perfect. Excellent. This is different, guys. 11. You don't start with the if clause there. So,
He
if, if,
can. He
can,
will.
if he would, what?
He will.
Have
He will have been.
been, yes. Happier if he, that's the other one. If he had
If he had
stayed at home, right? That's a good one. He would have been happier if he had stayed at home. Excellent. Let's see the number 12. That's different also, right? She, what? Okay, Edwin, let's
he
see.
will have
She will
passed
pass
the
the
exam.
exam. Oh. Mm-hmm. If you had studied harder, right? Just you missed something there, Edwin. So she would have
He will have
passed,
passed.
right? That's past
Yes.
participle. Remember, Edwin, right? Okay, so we can see here she would, right, have passed, right? Passed the exam if she had
She had
studied
studied.
harder, right? Yeah, that would be that one. 13, that's also different, right? You're not going to start with the if clause. This is negative. We wouldn't, yes. We
Then
wouldn't have, yes.
gotten.
Gotten. Good. Or that would be no gotten. I guess that's, yeah. Gotten married, right? Or got married. Hmm. Guess it's gotten married. Oh, married. My God.
If we hadn't,
Haven't, right? That's negative. Hadn't what?
gone, gone,
Yeah.
gone to the same university.
Excellent. We wouldn't have gotten married. That's not God, right? If we hadn't gone to the same university. And the last one. They be late if they what?
They will have
They will have? Uh-huh.
been late.
They will
They will have been late.
have been late if they what?
If they hadn't taken.
Hadn't taken. Mm-hmm. Hadn't taken a taxi. Excellent. Perfect. Very good, right? Let's try to finish all of them. We have 20, right? There are many. What about this one, Miss Wendy? What do you think about the number 15? Which could be that one? Miss Wendy? Okay, Wendy, Edwin, Diana, and I guess Mr. Miguel is here. So Miss Wendy, what do you think about the number 15? She, not. She wouldn't. That's negative, right? Wouldn't have. Don't forget that one. She wouldn't have What?
Met.
Met. Aha, met him if she what? She wouldn't have met him if she
Had.
hadn't. Yes. And then what? Come, right?
Come to London.
Come to London. Perfect. Very good, Miss Wendy. Let's see 16, Edwin. Do you have it? 16. He a taxi if he enough money. He would have taken a taxi if he had enough money. Excellent, Edwin. That's a good one. Let's check the spelling right of the things. If he had, oh, that is not have. Remember that that is past participle. So if had, oh, that's past participle. He had. That will be in that way, Edwin. So let me write it here. He, right, will have taken, right? Taken a taxi if he had oh had right enough money. Remember that that is past participle, so we can say had, right? That is the auxiliary and the main verb in past participle, so you can use it in that way. So he will have taken a taxi if he had enough money. That will be that one. Excellent. Let's see 17, Diana.
I will have called you.
I will
I will have
have
called you.
called you if I what?
Called you if I hadn't forgotten my phone.
If I hadn't forgotten my new phone. Perfect. Excellent, Diana. Thank you. Let's see 18, Mr. Miguel Cuellar. Are you there? You can say that one. We what? We would. Will
We will
have come if we
if we
had
had
been invited, right? Invited. Let's see that one. 19. She wouldn't. That's negative.
she will come.
She
She will done.
wouldn't what? Have done. Yes. Have done. It if she
If she
had what?
she had
None. Excellent. None. Good. None. You were ill. Good. Let's see the last one. He would
he will
have been on time if he had left. Good. Left. Earlier. Excellent. Very, very good, guys. Good. Look, that's a little bit easier, right? And also remember that we can switch the clauses, right? First of all, we can have the if clause and then the other clause, or we can start with, because it like the main clause and then we can have the if clause, right? We can switch them, right? So let's do, I guess, the last one. I guess we have time for this one. It says, complete the sentences with the verb in brackets. You have here not fall and help us. So I couldn't help you because I was ill. So, if I, what?
Mm,
If I, uh-huh,
had
yes,
no
had,
if I hadn't
or hadn't,
fallen.
yeah, that would be hadn't, or had not, that's almost the same. Fallen, yeah,
Fallen
fallen
in
ill, I,
office boy
I
I
would
will
just have
I
helped,
will
have
helped you, right? Good. Excellent. So guys, we're going to do almost the same. Let's continue. Let's do those together, right? I didn't apply for the job provided that I what?
have been offered.
Excellent. Have been offered the position. I what? You had the if clause there, but that's okay. I
I
had
will
I
have
I would have had
have
to move to New York, right? Great, excellent, girls. That's a good one. Let's see this one. I ask about the weight, but if I what? If
had
I
have
hadn't or had not, right? Hadn't had
have
had.
have
The GPS.
GPS.
I
I
what?
will
I will
have
I wouldn't have
I wouldn't or wouldn't not, right? Wouldn't, right?
have
Have found, right?
found
Have found. Remember that's past participle, right? Wouldn't have found. Yes. Good. Let's see this one. We were on the beach all day, but if we, but if we,
if we have
if
mhm,
if we have kept
yes,
we have kept
kept in the
in the shade.
shade, or that is the shadow, right? The
Oh,
shade.
we wouldn't
We
we
wouldn't.
would
Oh, that's not it. We
we wouldn't
wouldn't.
got
What is missing there? We wouldn't
have
have
got
to
have
have got
gotten. This is gotten, right? Or got someone. You don't use it, right? Sometimes we're going to find some sentences we can say or structures in which we don't use the if clause. Um, that would be like British, I guess, like the British form, right? Also with the this one, I don't know which number. I guess is 1, 2, 3, 4. The number 4. Okay. You have here two options. In we can say the UK, we can use got instead of gotten also, and that is possible. So we can say wouldn't have got sunburned, right? And I guess it's almost the same with the if clause. I guess in the UK they sometimes don't use that one, right? That is like obviously that you are talking about that. But in that way, so you can find some sentences in which you don't use that one, right? The if clause. But you should use the if clause all the time. In that way, you are going to know that you are using a conditional, right? So try to use it always, right? But sometimes in some books, paragraph or things, right, you're not going to find the if clause. Maybe that will be like that is the from the UK, right? So you're going to find some things like that, Diana. Sometimes, yes, that's possible, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, oh, sorry, the last one. Number five, we didn't see the film Supposed or Dad. What? Or that? Yes.
Had preferred
Hadn't preferred, right?
preferred the football match.
The football match. We, will be almost the other one. We, what? Will have, or no?
Would have
Yes.
would have watched
Who
have
have
watched
watched? Yes, that would be
the
watched. Right, the film. Right, that would be that one. Okay. So, guys, I don't know if you have questions about the third conditional. We're going to continue practicing the third conditional, and also we're going to make like a review of the zero, first, and second conditional next class. But I don't know if you have questions now. No? Is everything clear now about I guess you just need to practice the structure, right? If you have the if clause,
everything is clear.
okay, nice. No questions, right? Okay, just remember the structure. If you have the if clause, you're going to have past perfect. And then in the other sentence, you're going to have would or wouldn't, it depends. And also plus have plus the verb in past participle, right? Don't forget that. So guys, we're going to continue next Thursday, right? So have a nice day. Take care and bye bye. See you. See you next class.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye. Take care. Have a good day also. Bye, Edwin. Take care.